Hello snowboarders of the internet. I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we'll be reviewing the Bataleon Global Warmer. This board features Bataleon's mellow camber with jib 3BT and sidekick technology. So you got a very minuscule amount of traditional camber in this board. Then you've got the scoop of the 3BT, so jib 3BT. A little bit wider, scooped up there, and then you got the side kick as well, which also gives it like a little more of an indentation up there. This board is available in 6 sizes: 148, 151, 153 wide, 154, 156 wide, and 157. I rode this board at Copper Mountain on a sunny bluebird day with warmer temps. The snow was perfect hero snow. It was great for park riding, and I rode it with my K2 Thraxis boots and my Rome Black Label bindings. First off, let's be real. It's a 151, and I'm definitely a little too heavy for it. But let's talk about the flex in this thing anyways. So what you got is softer tips, then it stiffens up right outside the inserts, and then right inside the inserts. You have a carbon crossbeam right there that helps stiffen it up right underfoot, and it gets a little softer between the feet, and there's a decent amount of torsional flex to it. Softest section is obviously the tips. Overall, it's a jib board with snap, which means it's lively yet playful. Now, you are going to feel chatter at speeds with this thing. It's going to resonate in the tips and stop right at the front of the insert pack. The reason for that? Those carbon crossbeams. They do a great job of just making this board stable right underfoot, but playful and lively out in the tips. Are you going to plow through chunder with it? No. It's going to just buckle up and over it. But the good thing is this board is stable where it counts, which is right underfoot. So if you're looking for a jib board that's stable, this is it. As this is a jib board with snap, there is pop to this. You have that mellow traditional camber, which is very easy to load up. You don't have to fight it. It's almost a skate-like pop to it. And when you do load it up, it snaps as you would. It's not the most mind-blowing, but it doesn't lack. Now, the beautiful thing about this board is you can hit jumps with it. And while the lip will do the majority of the work, there's still a little added zing off the tail when you just pop off the lip of a hit, a jump, a hip, something in Peace Park. God, I love Peace Park. Everyone should ride Peace Park. Anyways, that's the nice thing, is this board's going to be playful in the tips, but you're still going to be able to jump off things. Are you going to be able to go hit a giant booter with it? No. Small to medium line, not going to be a problem. I'd say 25-30 foot jump is probably the max you want to hit with this board. Not saying you can't hit more with it, just saying that's probably the max. Alright, so you got jib 3BT and sidekick, which really scoops out the nose and tail of this board. That means you don't really have to worry about it hooking up when you're buttering. Now there is an immense sweet spot from outside the insert packs all the way to the end of the tip. That is where you want your weight. You're going to get it out over it, and this board is going to lock into a butter. You're going to be able to swivel and sizzle. If you're one of those guys that can only butter at slow speeds, you're fine. If you want to go fast and butter, you can. You can do any variation on this board. And that translates over to jibbing. That sweet spot locks in for nose and tail presses. You feel this board really lock in. But the big thing that you got to know about this is you want to be on that flat section of the jib 3BT. If you're anything off center, your presses are going to look a little soggy. If you're right in the center, then you got this platform to lock in. With that mellow camber, it hugs features easily. You're balanced right on it. You never really have to worry about it, being one of those boards that's going to clap or that is just going to be balancing on the feature, teetering and tottering. It hugs it perfectly. This board, as I've already said, is a jib board with snap, and jibbing is its strong suit. So let's talk about carving with this thing. Are you going to be able to rail deep, hard, aggressive carves? No, that's not its strong suit. Mellow carves, setup turns, or if you've got to zip around the idiot kid that headbutted a rail in front of you and is now concussed and possibly dying, yeah, it's gonna work. But the big thing with this board is that flex in the nose and the tail. You can overpower this board through a carve. It's one of those boards that if you're an aggressive carver, you're gonna dominate this board and it's not gonna be happy. It's gonna wash out. But if you're doing setup turns, or you're just carving from one side of the park to the other to hit a different transitional feature or a rail, yeah, it's got you. So who's this board for? It's for the jib kid that likes to hit the small and medium line of jumps. Someone that's probably hitting a hip here or there, or walling off of a wall ride and gapping to the down transition. You know, someone that's jibbing, buttering, playing around, or someone from the Midwest or the East Coast that's on a small little rinky-dink hill. Every time I get on a global warmer, it is not the right size for me. This is just like the consistent thing that happens whenever I ask for this board. But with that said, this thing never disappoints. It's like a Wally on crack. You got snap and pop, but you have the stability right underfoot from those carbon cross beams right there. I mean, that stiffens it up and just benefits the board immensely. Is this going to be my first choice from Bataleon for a park board? No, but I know if I get on it, I'm not going to have a bad day if I get the wrong size. Comparable boards: the Nidecker Sensor, the Ride Kink, the Rome Artifact. This has been my review of the Bataleon Global Warmer. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications, that way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you'd really like to support us and you just want to see us grow out what we're doing, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP. I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.